Won't you grow a beard and be a man? Won't you decide you're going to face life yourself, not run from it and make your wife take care of the problems for you?
Would the real Jack Hyles please stand up?
Won't you grow a beard and be a man? Please put your pens down and listen to me now. Do not take notes while I'm preaching, please. I mean that. I want you to hear me. I worked hard. I want you to hear me now.
That's a wonderful truth. You might all write that down.
Do not take notes while I'm preaching. Look at me. I've got something to tell you. Listen carefully now.
The only difference in you and me is I want the real Jack Hyles to stand up. You are no more human than Bozo the dog. Bozo the dog, Fido the dog, or a Bossy the cow. You're no more human than they are if you use the instincts that they use to make your decision. I'd like to someday before I die pastor an intelligent church. It's one of my goals and dreams of my life.
I've had one woman in my life, John. One woman in my life. That's the mother of my children.
Would the real Jack Hyles please stand up?
Everybody in this room tonight has a case of adultery in remission.
I want the real Jack Hyles to stand up.
We were everything that a father and son ought to be. And if I had it all to live over, I do not know what I would change. He became a teenage leader. He became the leader as a 17-year-old lad of the teenagers of our church. One of the greatest teenage Christians I've ever met. It is part my fault when a child goes bad in this church. It is part the Sunday school teacher's fault. It is part the school's fault. It is part the church's fault. It is mainly the parents' fault.
A.B. Ballinger should not be judged in the courts of heaven. He should be judged by wise people in First Baptist Church of Heaven, if he's judged at all.
I want the real Jack Hyles to stand up.
Now, any way you look at it, the Apostle Paul is saying Jesus did not pay it all. There's something lacking in the payment of Christ by His atoning death on the cross. The biggest whoremonger in this city has no more adultery in his heart than everybody on this platform tonight. Now, you listen to me.
They said, and are saying, our churches are cults. We don't even serve Kool-Aid for refreshments. I didn't even have a cookout yesterday. They're comparing us to Jim Jones and Koresh. That's absurdity. We're churches with open doors. Anybody is welcome to come in. There's not one single cult, as we call cults, thing in our independent fundamental Baptist churches.
Almost everywhere I go, people say, look at all that hair. Words of affection and hurt. But almost everywhere I go, people walk up and say, show us your muscles. And some even say, Reverend Boopsie Whoopsie. But it's almost cultish. For the first time in months,
The real me has stood up.
Won't you grow a beard and be a man?
You keep your nose out of my shaving. I thank God that I was born in the dispensation of hairspray.